Kirk Cousins just signed a 4-year deal with the Falcons. And Saquon Barkley is an Eagle now. He's on the division rival of the Giants. Texans signed Danielle Hunter. And let's see, Derrick Henry signed with the Ravens. That should help him push for the Super Bowl. The Bears just traded for Keenan Allen. And just recently, about 2 hours before making this, Aaron Donald announced his retirement. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to do every single trade that happened in free agency, but we're going to go ahead and talk about it because there's been a lot of things going on in free agency and, just all that. So let's start by addressing the fact that this is the first time I'm playing Madden in like a few months. And I'm going to start with the Chicago Bears, going to play with them, try and win a game with every single team before, the next Madden comes out or whatever. And we're going to start with them, but this video is mainly going to be focused on me talking about what the hell has been happening in the NFL. Like, I just talked about a couple of the trades. Kirk Cousins on the Falcons, I cannot get over that. That is crazy how he actually left the Vikings. I thought for sure he was going to stay. And let's see, what else happened? Saquon on the Eagles. That's crazy how he went to a division rival. Derrick Henry's on the Ravens now. And the Aaron Donald thing, I'm still fresh with that because that happened just 2 hours before making this. And let's see what else happened. Danielle Hunter on the Texans. I know they were saying he'd leave the Vikings, so that's not super surprising. And let's see what else is happening. There's so much I gotta cover. This is crazy. Patrick Queen, he used to play for the Ravens. He plays for the Steelers now. He's going to a division rival as well, going the Saquon route. And let's see what else happened. Yeah, Keenan Allen's on the Bears now, so he'll provide an extra spark to the Bears offense with, I'm assuming, Caleb Williams being their quarterback. And let's see, they also signed DeAndre Swift too. He's also going to provide quite a spark for whoever's going to be their quarterback. Brian Burns is on the Giants now. This is crazy. I'm obviously not going to do every single trade, but I'm just trying to get all the big ones out of the way. Let's see. There's probably one I'm missing. I'm trying to think. As the Bears get shut down there, 1st and 10. Oh, yeah, Packers. They signed Josh Jacobs. They got rid of Aaron Jones, and they just swapped him out for Josh Jacobs for way less money. Austin Eckler's on the Commanders. He went from the Chargers to the Commanders. Aaron Jones is now on the Vikings, so he went to a division rival too. Oh my gosh, there's so much shit that's going on in free agency. I just can't wrap my head around how much is happening. I'm sure there's some obvious one I'm missing. Let's see, Packers get a touchdown. This is mainly focusing on free agency though. The game is just in the background. Okay, let's see what else happened. Something super obvious, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, Michael Pittman re-signed with the Colts. Mike Evans and Baker Mayfield re-signed with the Bucs. There's a lot of guys who re-signed. And let's see, Russell Wilson's on the Steelers now. That one kind of hurts as a Broncos fan because we're still paying him around $35 million a year to play for another team. So that one's going to hurt watching him play for the Steelers. But, I think he'll be good on the Steelers. The Steelers traded away Deontay Johnson to the Panthers for Dante Jackson. And let's see what else happened. Yeah, this is a tough one. Oh, yeah, our Chiefs, they signed Marquise Brown to get some receiver help. And the Chargers released Mike Williams, so now they don't have Keenan Allen or Mike Williams because Keenan Allen's on the Bears. So we don't know who's going to be their receivers now. They got rid of their 2 best wide receivers. Let's see, the Raiders signed Gardner Minshew and Christian Wilkins to their team. So that's a good backup for whoever's going to be the Raiders quarterback, unless they're going with him as a starter. I guess it depends what they want to do. And let's see what else happened. The Giants signed Drew Lock. That's kind of just another one of those signings where just a good backup quarterback for the team. Vikings signed Sam Darnold away from the 49ers, trying to replace Kirk. I'm assuming they'll draft a quarterback, though. I don't think they're going to go with him as the week 1 starter. And the Broncos, they've done nothing because they're the Broncos. I'm hoping we get somebody besides Jarrett Stidham. He's our starter, and we got to do better than that. So I'm assuming we'll draft a quarterback. I would hope so. I mean, it's just, there's so many possibilities. A lot of those quarterbacks that they were talking about moving, like Kirk moved, Russ moved, Justin Fields hasn't moved yet, but you got to think that they're going to move him eventually. There's no way they're going to have him be the starter again because, like, they have the number 1 overall pick. I'm assuming they'll take Caleb Williams just because there's no way they don't take Caleb Williams. Like, if they don't take Caleb Williams, that'd be pretty stupid of them. So, yeah, I definitely think that's what they're going to do. So, the big question with the Bears is, I'm going to try and focus on them a little more since we're using them. Like, what are they going to do with Justin Fields? Because I cannot think of a single team, except for, like, maybe the Raiders or something. Like, who's going to want him? Because, like, a lot of these teams got their quarterbacks. He was rumored to go to the Falcons, but, you know, the Falcons have Kirk. I don't think they're going to sign Justin Fields and Kirk. The Steelers got Russell Wilson, so I don't think they're going to sign Justin Fields. The Raiders are the only one that makes sense a little bit, but they'll probably draft a quarterback. Yeah, it's just crazy, all the possibilities that are happening. Giants still have to pay Daniel Jones, so I don't think they're in the market for him. And let's see, maybe the Commanders want Justin Fields, but at the same time, they have the number 2 overall pick, so I don't think they're going to gamble on him over just taking, you know, another quarterback like Drake May or whoever's going to be available after the Bears, I'm assuming, take Caleb Williams. I don't see any way they don't do that. But yeah, this is kind of a weird Madden video because I'm not really focusing much on the game that's on the screen right now. I'm just talking about the NFL, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to still play Madden, but I'm going to be focusing a little more on NFL news just because, you know, that's a lot more important than a silly Madden game because this game is pretty iffy when it comes to realistic, you know, animations and stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of things happening in the NFL. I mean, I had to make a video on it eventually. Probably should have made one sooner. You know, all of those other trades that I was mentioning were just happening. Let's see. Something else probably happened too. If there's something else that I missed, I apologize. But there's a lot of things going on that I can't keep, track of. Man, this is tough. I can't think off the top of my head. Because I remember, 2 years ago and the year before that, there were trades. Because, there obviously is going to be trades. But, not as many as this year. I feel like this year's a lot more than there usually are. Let's see. Jerry Jeudy's no longer on the Broncos. We traded him to the Browns for, a 6th-round pick or something like that. Let's see. Justin Simmons got released by the Broncos. And, let's see. Oh, yeah, Jordan Poyer's on the Dolphins. He used to play for the Bills. He plays for the Dolphins. I think, what else might have happened? Oh, yeah, Mac Jones is on the Jags now. He's backing up Trevor Lawrence, I would assume. What else might have happened? Oh, yeah, Calvin Ridley signed with the Titans. Let's see. Tony Pollard signed a long-term deal with the Titans, so they chose him over Derrick Henry. I'm not a big fan of that, but I guess the Titans know more about football than I do, I would hope. Let's see. They signed, I know they signed some quarterback. I can't think of who, but they signed some backup quarterback or something like that. I'm just trying to think of his name. And I can't think of his name. I lost my train of thought there. I just saw this earlier. I was online looking at some of these trades to try and refresh my memory, but I can't think of who it was. Maybe I'll think of it after I make this video or something like that. But yeah, they signed some backup quarterback or something like that. I'm assuming they'll still roll with Will Levis. He's probably just someone who can help mentor him or something like that. Who is it? What the hell? I can't think of his name. It was And I already know as soon as I stop making this video, I'm gonna immediately remember who it is. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up the free agency trades for now and focus a little more on the Bears, just because we're playing with the Bears. And I just had to address some of that free agency nonsense that was happening. But yeah, let's see. The Bears, I just mentioned that they have Justin Fields, and they got Keenan Allen and DeAndre Swift. But the big question is, are they going to take Caleb Williams, or are they going to stick with Justin Fields? Because that's just such a tricky situation, because on one hand, Justin Fields has shown a lot of flashes throughout these past couple of years, but at the same time, when you have the number one overall pick with a prospect as highly touted as Caleb Williams is, I mean, I feel like you have to take him, especially if you're the Bears, because the Bears a couple of years ago passed on Patrick Mahomes, and they're probably still salty about that. I don't think they want to risk the same thing happening again, so they want to take Caleb and, figure out what they're going to do with him. They want to build around him like they failed to do with Mitchell Trubisky and Justin Fields, because, I mean, that's a big reason why those two guys haven't worked out, just because you can't really expect a quarterback to do everything. Like, I mean, look at the Panthers and Bryce Young. I mean, they went 2-15 because they just drafted Bryce Young, but they didn't put any weapons around him or anything like that. And yeah, it's just, they made the one trade with the Bears that just didn't favor them at all. The Bears are definitely happy about this. They have the number one overall pick despite going 7-10 and almost making the playoffs too. It's kind of crazy how that works out. But yeah, let's see. Right now, the Bears are down by 14 in this game. We'll see if Justin Fields can make me eat my words, as he makes a good throw there to Darnell Mooney, who is actually not on the team either. He's on the Falcons. And yeah, it's just, there's so many I can't think of, and that's one of them. We go onside kick, stay in the game, as we seem to recover it, but there is a flag as we touch the ball super early. As right now, Packers are up by 7. They probably have the game in the bag, as, oh my gosh, Christian Watson's just adding insult to injury by snagging a touchdown at the last second to make the score look very, lopsided, when it truly wasn't. It was kind of a close game. Justin Fields was pretty bad in the passing game, though. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. We could not run the ball to save our life. That's one thing the Bears need to address. If they want DeAndre Swift to do good, they have to fix their O-line up. Like, the reason he did so good on the Eagles is because they have such a good O-line. And if you have a good O-line, like, that's going to really help out your offense. He had one in Detroit. He had one in Philadelphia. So the question is, like, how's he going to do with a not so great O-line in the Bears? I mean, we'll see how he does about that. Keenan Allen, I think he might do good. I mean, DJ Moore had a good season with Justin Fields. And I mean, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, that's a really good receiving core. I mean, Keenan Allen's kind of old, though, and he might not be the same on the Bears as he was on the Chargers, just because Chargers, he's been there for a long time. He had Justin Herbert as his quarterback, and he's going to go from Justin Herbert to Caleb Williams. I'm just assuming they'll take Caleb Williams. I don't know for sure if they will, but I feel like they'd be stupid not to take Caleb. As right now, the Bears get a pick here. We get the ball back. And, yeah, I mean, what else? I'm trying to think of anything else about the Bears. But yeah, they went 7-10 and they almost made the playoffs. So you could probably convince yourself, like, oh, yeah, I mean, we're good enough to make the playoffs with Justin Fields. But, like, at the same time, there were things that Justin Fields did that were kind of just like, you could tell that he wasn't ready. And I just think they need to move on from him at some point. But the question is, who's going to take him? Because he's obviously worth something. I mean, they're not going to just flat out release him, because there's no way they would do that. It's just like, who's going to trade for him? Because obviously, I think whoever trades for him wants him to be a starter, or maybe sit behind someone for a year or something like that. But the question is who? I mean, every team that needed a quarterback, at least most of the teams that needed a quarterback, have a quarterback. It's just like, and the Broncos aren't really in any position to trade for him because they're a team that doesn't have their quarterback figured out yet. Vikings too, but I mean, are they really going to trade him to a division rival? I don't think so. I just think, a lot of teams that were in the market for him, like the Falcons and Steelers and maybe even like the Giants or something like that, they're not really, there anymore. They're kind of just like, they figured their quarterbacks out or they just pick someone else up. So that's just a big, problem. I mean, maybe not a problem because, I mean, you probably still have to think about keeping Justin Fields, but it's like, it's not the most favorable situation if you're trying to trade one of your stars. And let's see here, 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys, who haven't really done much in free agency. They released Tony Pollard, but that's kind of it. It's the only thing I can think of that they did that was really, memorable. Let's see, they score a touchdown with CeeDee Lamb, as we're not focusing on this game that much because free agency and stuff and the Bears. But we can focus on it for now. I think I've said about everything I can say for the Bears. So right now, Justin Fields way overthrows his guy. It'll be 2nd and 10. Fields going to try and run away, and he throws this one. I think he tried to throw it to his receiver, but he was just way off. As this will be 3rd down and 10, Justin Fields back to pass. He's going to get taken down by Micah Parsons, and this will be 4th down and 19. And we're going to go for it. Pretty bit of a risky decision, but we'll see if it pays off. Pass is intercepted by Jaron Kearse. And he's going to take it up to about the 15-yard line of the Bears. So probably shouldn't have gone for it, but it's Madden. We don't punt in Madden. We go for it in Madden because it's just a silly video game. As 1st down and 10, Dak Prescott gets taken down for a 5-yard loss. As it'll be 2nd and 15 as Tony Pollard is going to take this one. And he's going to get about 12 yards on this one. As it'll be 3rd down and 3. And they were going to hand it off to Pollard again. And this time he goes nowhere as he gets taken down for a 2-yard loss. And the Bears able to force a 4th down. So we'll see what the Cowboys do. 4th down and 5. Going to throw passes caught. But he is tackled short of the line to gain. And we'll see what the Bears can do with the ball back down by 7. As Khalil Herbert has a good run there to make it 1st down and 10 at the 19-yard line. Justin Fields back to pass. He's going to throw. Pass is caught by DJ Moore. As that's what I like to call the cover 2 beater, as this man wants to play cover 2 on my team. It doesn't work against me. 1st and 10. Justin Fields going to throw. Passes caught by Darnell Mooney, and he's going to take this one up to about the 37-yard line of the Cowboys. And 1st and 10 again, Justin's going to roll out to the right, and he is going to run for about a 6-yard gain to make it 2nd down and 4. We'll see what they can do. There's 2 minutes left in the half. As pass is caught by DJ Moore on that short pass. As it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 22-yard line. As the Bears are moving the ball, bit of progress from their last drive. As pass is caught by Darnell Mooney. I really don't know how a Bears fan would feel about that because Darnell Mooney isn't on the team anymore and Justin Fields probably won't be on the team anymore. So, well, regardless, we got the touchdown because they're still on the Madden rosters and they still will be on the Madden rosters until Madden 25 or whatever they're going to call it, since there technically already was a Madden 25 and they're just already have to call it something else. I don't know. But now it's 1st and 10, pass caught by CeeDee Lamb, as the Cowboys are making light work of this Bears defense that's struggling in this game so far, as they stop Tony Pollard on that play. As it's 2nd down and goal, Tony Pollard's stuffed again. As if there's one thing we're doing pretty good, it's our run defense, but running in Madden's pretty iffy in the first place. 3rd down and goal, pass is caught by whoever that is. I don't know his name, as they will miss the PAT, so this will still be a 6-point game, as we'll see if that comes back to bite the Cowboys later in this game. As first down and 10, Justin Fields is going to throw a deep pass, and somehow it's caught by Equanimeous St. Brown. I think that's how you say his name, as I have no idea how he caught that, but thank you, Equanimeous St. Brown, for making that catch and putting ourselves in field goal range, as I have no clue how you managed to make that catch, but thank you. As 2nd and 5, we're going to have to just rush to try and stop the clock, as we will spike the ball with about 3 seconds left. Now we kind of have to take a field goal here, as we'll see if our kicker can make their field goal. And kick is up, and it is good right down the middle, as we are down by 3, and we get ball at half. So not exactly a terrible situation to be in if you're the Bears. As first down and 10, we hand off to Khalil Herbert, and he gets a gain of 1 yard to make it 2nd down and 9 at the 26-yard line. As the play action pass for Fields, Fields is going to throw a deep pass to Darnell Mooney, but this gets picked off by Malik Hooker. Not a great read by Justin Fields, as Malik Hooker takes it to the 31-yard line of the Bears. And now it's first down and 10 at the 31-yard line. And Dak's going to hand off to Tony Pollard, and Tony Pollard trying to get something, but he only gets about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 29. Hand off to Tony Pollard, and he's going to get 1 yard to make it 3rd down and 7 at the 28-yard line. As they'll hand off to Tony Pollard again, and I mean, he's just going nowhere. I don't know why they keep running the ball. I mean, clearly, if there's one thing the Bears defense can do, it's stop the run. As they settle for a field goal, it's a 6-point game, so the Bears could win, could go up by 1 with a touchdown and an extra point. As first down 10, Fields trying to get some separation from the defenders, but he just gets rid of the ball, and that's it. 2nd down and 10, Fields going to throw, and somehow that's caught by Cole Kmet. Good catch by him. Not a great throw by Justin Fields, but Cole Kmet is able to make up for it, as we try to hand off the ball and we lose 2 yards. 2nd down and 12. There is a flag on the play. Pass is caught by Darnell Mooney, and we'll see what the flag is. And it's actually on the Bears, as it's illegal contact on Leighton Vander Esch, as we're going to accept the penalty so we can get a fresh set of downs. As 1st and 10, we hand off to Khalil Herbert again, and this time he is able to get a good run here. He gets the 1st down to make it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Justin Fields. Oh, a missed opportunity by the Cowboys defender, as Justin Fields trying to throw a deep pass. There is a flag. It's going to be roughing the passer, so Justin Fields got kind of lucky on that one. Bit of a bad throw, but able to get the yards anyway due to the Cowboys' incompetence when it comes to penalties. As Justin Fields just throws this one away as the pressure got to him. 2nd down and 10, Fields play action, and he's going to just try and run, but he goes nowhere as he runs into his offensive lineman and gets caught by the Cowboys. It'll be 3rd down and 13. Justin going to roll out to the right, and he's going to throw. Somehow it's caught by Cole Kmet again, bailing out Justin Fields again. But it's not really going to matter, as it's 4th down and 9, and we take the field goal regardless. As, I mean, that's just one of those throws that you probably shouldn't make, because you might as well just take the field goal if you're going to do that. And we kind of just threw a crazy pass that somehow got into the hands of Cole Kmet. We got lucky there that we even got 3 on that one, because that could have been picked off if Cole Kmet wasn't such a, really good at catching the ball. Don't know what I was trying to say there. All right, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Tony Pollard is going to hand off for about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9, Cowboys 42-yard line. And we have to get a stop here. We at the very least have to hold them to a field goal. So we'll see if we can do that. As right now it's 3rd down and 3. A stop here would be huge, as this pass is, it's dropped by CeeDee Lamb as it went into his hands, but he couldn't make the catch. As it's 4th and 3, Cowboys lining up to go for it. We'll see if they do, and they do. as Dak is back to pass. He's going to throw, and it bounces off the Cowboy and falls to the ground. And just like that, the Bears, down by 3, have a chance to tie or win the game. We'll see what they do here. First down and 10, Khalil Herbert runs up the middle for about a gain of 6. As now it's second down and 4, as we throw to Khalil Herbert again. He can't make that catch. As now it's third down and 4, about a minute 58 left in the game. Justin's going to throw. This time it is caught by Khalil Herbert, and he gets up to the 32-yard line. As we want a touchdown here. We don't want to kick a field goal because I honestly don't trust our defense to get a stop, as Khalil Herbert will help with that. As right now we're 12 yards away from the end zone, taking the lead. As we hand off to Herbert again, and Herbert gets taken down right before the end zone. Get touchdown saving tackle by Stephon Gilmore. Cowboys call their last time out. As first and 10, we hand off to Herbert again, and he does get in for a touchdown. And for the first time since I think the beginning of the second quarter or something like that, the Bears have the lead. They're up by 4, and they can't allow a touchdown. And Dak throws it deep to Brandon Cooks, and it's picked off. And just like that, it looks like the Bears are going to escape with a win here. And yeah, I mean, we're done using the Bears for now because we got our win. We're going to try and win with every single team, and that was our win with the Bears. And all I got to say is thank you for choking, Cowboys, because I honestly do not like using the Bears. Justin Fields is so iffy, and they don't have a great O-line, so there's not really much I can do with them. But we got our W with them, so we can move on to the Cincinnati Bengals because they're the next team after Bears, because I'm going in alphabetical order by team name. So they'll be up next. We'll talk about them and their season and how things are going. Hopefully I won't talk too much about free agency like I did with this, but that's why I played 2 games, because I wanted to focus one game with, free agency and stuff, and the other game on the Bears. But, I mean, I think I said everything I wanted to say about the Bears. I know it's kind of iffy, some of the things I was saying, because it's been a while since I've commentated like this. Last time I even did a video like this was, it was a couple of days before the Super Bowl, because I was talking about that and doing the Sam versus Madden thing. And, yeah, we'll see how I progress from here, as this was, weird to make. But, I mean, hey, it's fun. I missed making these. And I will see you next time with the Cincinnati Bengals.